Hello and good day. Today we are beginning the month of March. March is going to be filled with the whole event of the Lenten season. But also in March we know very well on the 21st that it is going to be the first day of spring. Spring is very important for all of us because it brings us hope. The winter has been long, and now the days are getting longer, and now we are looking to the summer and sowing season, perhaps first, and then the summer season. So we even have pussy willows to encourage us or to tell us that Easter is around the corner. New life is coming. Actually, the Lenten season is an opportunity for us to change our lives. It's an opportunity for us to bring that new life in us and in our lives. It's an opportunity for us to reflect. So the first thing we can suggest is prayer. Prayer is a time of reflection. Prayer is entering into that conversation with God through the Word of God, giving our times to God for ourselves and for others. Carrying them in our prayers. Bringing myself closer in that relationship that I say that I have with God, and that I want to have with God. So prayer is very important. Praying for other things. Being preoccupied by the events of the lives of our neighbors and trying to see how we can change their lives as they will change ours. That dialogue we need. That frightens us, let me tell you. But prayer will help us to bring us together. So we need that sense of prayer to change. Change starts maybe perhaps more from within. And so it's in that relationship with God that we do change. And so we want to change. We want that new life. We want that new hope. We want that better image of ourselves. Who do you want to give image to? We have to let go and let grow. That's what we have to do. And prayer can help us do that. Fasting, oh my gosh. Fasting, people think it's out of style, but it surely isn't. How many of you are following diets? All kinds of diets where you don't eat this and you don't eat that and you do this and you do that. You sacrifice a lot to do more exercise. You watch what you eat and you tell others what they should be eating. It's a form of fasting, losing weight. But fasting is helping us to let go again. Fasting helps us to understand whether it is my emotions, whether it is my feelings, whether if it is something within me that is controlling me than myself, preventing me from being myself. As we say, we are created in the image of God. And fasting helps me to let go of things that are preventing me from being myself. This whole thing of letting go is so important in the Lenten season. It's just like in the spring, letting go of the snow. How many of you hold back the snow from melting? You don't. You do all you can to make it melt and to melt faster. Because you want to get rid of it. You want new life. You want change. You want something new to come out. And fasting can help us to find that freedom of who's control in my life. Almsgiving. Now these two first ones were centered, it seemed to be centered more on ourselves and the community we're living in and the people we are living with. But almsgiving helps us to go beyond the walls and the limits of our parish, of our church building. It helps us think of those who are less fortunate than we are. And you'll see that on TV, many areas where they're asking money for poor here and poor there, and how we are asked to help them. Almsgiving. Giving something from my daily work to those who are less fortunate than we are because of the environment of our world. Helping others, is that something that is popular? Helping those who are in third world countries where we don't see, going via different organizations, like Canada Missions for the North. Development and peace. Sure, development and peace has its struggles, but we are clarifying it. We are going to make sure that what you give goes to those who are most in need according to the teachings of the church. Giving to others. Giving time. It's easy to give $1. Nothing very much with $1 or a loonie or a toonie. But giving time. Giving the love we have for others. Giving it out. Not keeping it for ourselves. Giving the joy and happiness we have of being a Christian, of being a follower of Jesus Christ, of being his missionary in our world of today. That shouldn't be a sad event. It's enough going around with these grumpy faces of ours. Let us look and be a source of energy, of joy, of happiness by going out of ourselves, beyond the walls of our own little yard. And we have to be on helping those with our time, with our money, and with all different ways in which we can help others. So these 3 suggestions that are given to us for Lent are very important for us to understand. We have to choose one, at least one, so that we can go and show and prove to ourselves that we are able to do something for others out of love. And that love we are walking towards, as we walk towards Easter, we're coming to that event of a man, a God, who gives his life for us so we can have life to the full. Do we want that life to the full? And what are we doing to get it, to be part of it? The month of March also gives us opportunities for celebration. St. Patrick's on the 17th, we're going to celebrate. We're going to have green beer, they call it. We're going to go and celebrate, and we're going to have everything in green. The shamrock, the Trinity. St. Patrick was the one who invented this kind of way of seeing the Trinity. And then we'll have the Feast of St. Joseph, the patron saint of the church, patron saint of our church here in Canada with the oratory in Montreal. We all know about the oratory. St. Joseph, that man who doesn't say a word, follows dreams, but fulfills God's will. And then we have the Annunciation. This event where Mary, a young girl in the village of Nazareth, says yes to an angel that comes to her and asks her to be the mother of Jesus. And she says yes. Did she understand everything? I don't think so. Did she accept everything in faith? Yes. And we can do the same. We can do the same. So we have these 3 feasts that are main feasts, and perhaps there are many others that we will be touched by. And it's also the first day of spring. And we come to that new life. We come to that new way of living with spring. The pussy willows telling us that spring is around the corner, and we are happy that it is here, just as we will turn the corner and celebrate Easter, because we have looked at these and tried to put some of them in our lives, to change it, to transform it, to configure it to the person of Christ. Thank you.